Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Destiny being found guilty of contempt and sentenced by the court. So if you guys remember, a couple of months ago, we covered a story about Destiny's ex lamh suing her for not following the divorce decree and speaking about him publicly. If you guys remember, she did that podcast with Dear Future Wifey podcast. And she was insinuating that there were some AB in the relationship. But today we're going to talk a little bit about what happened at court. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And don't forget to like, share, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now let's get into it. She was found guilty and sentenced to 45 days in prison. I'm like, the judge must not be playing, because usually for like contempt, sometimes they don't exactly give you like a sentence of like up to 45 days, but that judge was not playing. It was suspended though for 2 years unless she does something else to violate the order. So she has to be on her best behavior unless she gonna go to prison for 45 days. So some of the things that the court was basically ordering is like basically finding that she failed to pay her share of her child's medical bills as required on 3 separate visits. And there was also something about willfully and contemptuously failing to pay her share of the homeowners association fees. That's very, very interesting. There was also something about she interfered with attempts to sell the marital home, including removing the for sale signs. Honestly, I feel like I heard some rumors back then about this. Like, I don't know. It sounds very, very familiar. Like, I think when there was some issue with, I believe, when AL went to visit the property and then maybe afterwards or something along those lines from my recollection. But let me know if you guys remember. Apparently, she also failed to pay some money in attorney's fees as required by a modification order. This is interesting because I guess she doesn't have Melody around to pay her attorney fees anymore. So who's going to pay this one? She was also meant to be responsible for paying the attorney fees for him having to bring this issue to the court. I'm just like, is she even going to pay it, or is she going to end up with contempt about that? Like, I don't think Love and Marriage will be paying as much. So like, how is she going to be able to afford all of these things? Especially the latest attorney fees that she now owes as a result of this suit. Well, since she has all this big D energy with Stormy, I'm hoping that Stormy might come up and pay for her, but I doubt it. Maybe she better find a job with Stormy, because who is going to hire her now? And what is she going to do? I feel like at the moment, I don't get the impression that business is really doing that well for her at the moment. So I don't really know like what the job market in Huntsville is like. And would anyone recruit Destiny? Because I feel like at this point, like to be able to pay, and I'm not even trying to like be mean or anything, but to be able to pay these attorney fees as well as her attorney fees, and I don't get the impression that she has a successful business yet, at least. And I don't really think Love and Marriage Huntsville is paying that much. So that is just intense. That's crazy. In a way, I just feel like the question needs to be asked, Destiny, was it worth it? Was it worth you going over there to do a podcast, specifically calling out your ex-husband when you should have been quiet? I guess she was really trying to get back on Love and Marriage Huntsville by trying to spill some tea. And now you have a 45-day suspended sentence because of that. Like, the question is, was it all worth it? I do think in the future, she is not going to do anything crazy to lamh anymore, because she can see that lamh is not playing with her. Like, that man, I don't know what you did to that man, but he must really be upset at you, because I don't think he's giving her any leeways. It's like, you do something, you go end up in court. I feel like we don't know a lot about lamh to like make assumptions as to maybe lamh is, you know, a little cray-cray himself. We don't know all of that. Sorry about this. My neighbor has been drilling since. And I don't want to be that person, because legally he should have stopped an hour and 32 minutes ago, I went to check the laws in relation to noise complaints. But I'm just like, I don't want to be that person that knocks on his door, because he woke me up this morning, right? But I don't want to be that person that knocks on his door and is like, can you stop drilling because it's annoying and you're past the time that you're legally meant to do it. But at this point, I think my neighbors are probably going to be like, this girl is crazy. So I'm gonna just leave it. But sorry guys, try and ignore it if you can. I will try to like raise my voice so like that would be more of the focus than the background noise of him drilling. I thought I was gonna break for lunch, but I guess not. So, well, Sonny finally responded. She went live and she talked about the whole Destiny situation. So I'm going to play that for you guys to listen. Shout out to Empress Radio. That's where I got the audio from. So I just want you guys to listen to what she has to say. But I think I will say my little 2 cents on the whole Sonny chiming in is shout out to her, in the sense that I feel like she could have gone extremely low, but I don't think she did that. I think she curbed herself quite well and was not necessarily laughing about it. She did say some things, but I don't think she went as low as she could have. So I'm going to leave it to play, and then I want you guys to hit that like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yeah, so enjoy the video.
Accordingly, she's we knew she was in court, I guess, just from the bloggers telling me like she was in court and like I guess was found guilty. So I'm gonna say this, it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really laugh at nobody's downfall, because I've never been that type of person. And even somebody that's hating on me all day on the internet would not make me be that type of person. So like, it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, because she's a mother and she's an adult. So like, you know, those are hard lessons to be learning at this age. But I understand that, you know, some people have hard lessons. Dang, so she was convicted apparently, but I'm gonna say this, you know, like, this is a good example of everybody needing to just focus on their life and not other people's lives and other things that are not a priority or shouldn't be a priority in your life. At this point in life, we should be like just focusing on health, mental wellness, financial stability, growth, spirituality, family, business, healthy relationships, healthy relationship building with others. You know, that's just where I am. And so, like, that's my stance on that. Like, I just feel like this just gives an opportunity to show, like, let's focus on our lives. Everybody focus on them. You know what I'm saying? And just, like, keep focusing on what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to laugh at her downfall because it's not funny. And see, you know, my thing is, you know, I could be like, ha, 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 you know, that's what you get. But I don't really care enough. But at the same time, it's just like, when people spend a lot of energy talking about my situation, my relationship, my marriage, and then they have all that stuff going on in their own lives, it's like, get out your own way and focus on yourself, because that's the only thing that really matters. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a lesson to show people, like, everybody's so busy pointing the finger at everybody else's lives and whatever they got going on or what they think is right and wrong. But that mirror, looking in that mirror can be a thing, okay? And that's where we need to start. Looking in the mirror and focusing on each individual self. And so, yeah, that's that. And I'm trying to look at some of y'all questions. Like the clips that you guys just saw with me and Mel and some of the things Mel was talking about. Let me know if y'all want me to answer any of those questions real quick while I'm live and looking crazy, and I don't care. It is what it is. I'm busy moving some stuff. She does a lot of projecting.